Welcome to the Pixelberry Choices podcast. Today we're going to be talking about chapter 9 of Queen Bee Book 2. This chapter was really interesting and what you might call sort of what we saw in book 1. We get to live through everything, or more so, the choices you have made throughout this book 2. They have finally some impact on this chapter as of in terms of how you going to react or how you're going to interact with other members or other your friends or potential ex candidates. Like, are you going to be ruthless as they use the word witch, or are you going to be a good angelic girl? And your outfit decision choice would also depend on it. So the chapter starts how it usually starts, some post on the T, and we saw people are supportive of our main character on T so far, even though X is on the other side and X has probably control over T. But still, the starting posts on T, they tend to support us, but this time, as we are the loser, as they put it, and they don't want to be on the losing side, they want to be on the winning side. So they're again sticking up for Poppy, and they're slandering our main character like she doesn't belong here. And then we start the chapter. We're in our room, and as usual, in the usual Queen Bee writing style, they just put the dramatic, like how dramatically they just put how horrible we've been since we got kicked out of the race. We got kicked out of Apoidia, and we're just living a miserable, depressed life. And Zoe tries to get us out of it and tries to, console us and talk some sense into us. And then we get to choose who do we want to go out with, either Zoe or Professor. Do let me know if you chose Zoe, then where do you go if you chose it to be a girls' night. I personally went with Professor Ina, and we went to the observatory. I really like the scenes because I think we don't get to see much of these, but we have a proper heart to heart with the professor. And even though we're down, I think we needed this the most. And then we see the constellations and we came up with our own names. She tells us, or he, so our professor tells us a story about some wars, and we compare her with like if they're going to protect us or not. And then we have also a steamy scene, but this is apart from the heart to heart. So I'm really liking it that they're giving us, like, you get a proper heart to heart, and then you also can take it to the next level, but you need to spend diamonds. So it's not like this you're going to observe it and like they're just going full on like, hey, let's hook up, give me 15 diamonds and you can hook up with me. But they're actually giving you the option to bond with them, and then you can take it to the next level or you can leave it. It's up to you. So that was really good. And then we get back. It's the, I don't know how to, like, the party where you have to do a human sacrifice. And remember, around this time last year, the human sacrifice was Zoe, about she stole something. Or this time we also need a human sacrifice, but talking with Professor, we got to know another person who is closer to our professor, and who could have leaked those wrong informations that our professor was talking trash about our main character, or writing trash about our main character in one of their journals. So I think her name is Caroline, and then we need to track her down. But we go to the party first. We see everyone is preparing, and we see Poppy and our main characters outburst as, hey, some beep sound, and then they just go on from there. And then we also see Zoe's mom Felicity is there, and we then understand that the Apoidia was really disappointed as we got eliminated from the Apoidia contest. But she says that we still have a chance to get back into Apoidia if we can prove, because Apoidia doesn't like just wins, but a fallen queen or like a member who is lost, how they keep their ground and they crawl back to the top. That's also important for them. So rising from the ashes, some terms she uses. Then we get back to work, and Veronica, we see after a long time, now she has become our, you know, sort of outfit manager. To be honest, I actually hoped we will see more of Veronica, but that's what she is actually at this point. And then we also think Celine, Liam, Carter, and Chloe. Between them, someone is the X. So that's because, in the last chapter they said one of the top 15 is X. So one of them is X. We have hunch it's not Poppy for sure. And then we go to choose our class, and here your impacts are going to have effect. I'm really glad that they did that. So there are two routes. I personally got angelic good girl. So we got a white wing and like satin white color, like kind of white from like silver white kind of lingerie we got. And if you have been a bad girl, I saw on Astra's playthrough, she actually got that route. So then you get like a lot of people are posting on Instagram with that outfit. To be honest, I guess a lot of people went for the bad girl route. So you get sort of what you get for the nanny affair MCs, that BDSM outfit when in the last in the last three chapters or so, the one we go to a shop. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was really the same. And then you get a black wing. So the Bacchanalia party or something. This year's theme was angel and devil. So everyone is in their lingerie, and then we go do some bonding. We first talk with Celine, Ford, Liam, and then Carter, Chloe, and you get to have some little, intimate or a little scenes with them as we had in book one. So that in that aspect, it resembled a lot of book one's incidents. And then what happens? We also, if you have been a bad girl, like you torture them a little bit and you warn them like I'm your queen, and if you cross my path, you're going to have my wrath. And we warn them because we think one of them is X. And then we invite that Carolyn girl in a pool, and the pool is covered with this time fake blood, so the red color blood, and the sacrifice is going to be made there. And then the girl Caroline thinks that it's X who called her there. It was dark, but we trap her and then we expose her in front of everyone. And then we also get in another dramatic way why she did the things she did. And again, it's just like the nerd scene. Remember Peter Scotch or Pete Scotch? So it's the same story. Like the professor got too much into our main character that the professor couldn't even remember that student's name or graded her wrong or them wrong. So it's basically they're still sticking with the plot. Nerds are bad, and if you're popular, nerds will get destroyed by the popular elites. The same thing with Pete Scott. Same thing with Caroline. Like just two different faces, to be honest. Like, their plots are really not that much different. And then we get to add them on the hit list, and then we just push Caroline or Caroline into the fake blood, and we take a picture of them. We add them to the hit list. I think 5 down, few more to go. And then Poppy comes there, and Zoe sort of comes and pushes Poppy into the fake blood, and we announced that it was the main sacrifice. Caroline was not a sacrifice, it was Poppy. And after that, Poppy just tricks and stuff happens, with Poppy and MC around. Like, Poppy's going totally nuts, like what happened at the end of book one. And then I would say we sort of get revenge, and then we check the ranking and we see, well, it's a surprise. I thought Poppy will be out after this, but well, Poppy is down, but Poppy is not out. So it's a three-way race, like a Mexican, I don't know what's called, Mexican sort of fight. Like you have three-way race. That's what it is right now. It's X, it's Poppy, it's our main character, and main character has a big lead on X, and Poppy is way down there, but she's still there. The witch ain't dead. Like our main character says witch is dead. She's not, because she's still in the race. I thought she'll be out of it, but she's not. It's a three-way race, which is interesting. I didn't hope it to be a three-way race. And then we receive a letter from Apoidia claiming. So we're back into Podia, and we see that we have a new competition, and there is a thing like there's a signature this time, RO. We don't know who that could be, but I think we have few more hit lists to go, and when we hit those hit lists, we have now to find X, and we have 6 more chapters to go: 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 7 more chapters. Pardon me. So what can happen from here? I think it's going to be really interesting to see, but also something I would like to stress. They say competition or chances come in pairs. Now, why would they mention the Apoidia letter I'm talking about? They said chances come in pairs. So I think they mean pairs because we're gonna have to pair up with someone. Just my theory. What if we have to pair up with Poppy in this next chapter because we're still in the race with Poppy and it's going to be against X? Well, the possibilities are endless, but I would like to hear your thoughts on this chapter. Let me know in the comments below. Let's talk there. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, peace out.